Welcome, my dear friends. Myself is Professor Dr. Ajendra Deshpande, and we are back in the serial Ayurveda for All. As you know, the purpose of this serial is to make the understanding of Ayurveda in general or medicine in general and Ayurveda in specific to the each and every person of the world in a very simple language but at the same time in a scientific manner. Today's topic is the function of Sweda. Sweda is a Sanskrit word given in Ayurveda for the waste product, that is a sweat. We get the sweating. In the summer season, when there is a too hot, we get a lot of sweating. So Ayurveda believes that dosha, dhatu, mala, moolam, hi shriram. That means the three dosha or the bioenergies, 7 tissues, rasa, rakta, mausa, meda, asthi, majja, shukra, 7 tissues, and these are the dhatus, and mutra, purisha, and sweda, these are the 3 waste products. So all these elements, they make our physiology perfect throughout the lifetime. When any of these elements, maybe dosha, maybe dhatu, or maybe mala, they get vitiated, they get any pathological changes, the body will suffer and physiology will change into the pathology. We have already talked a lot about Vata, Pitta, Kapha, all the 7 dhatus, and we have also talked about the functions of Mutra and Purisha in previous videos. Today, I will explain what is exactly mentioned about the Sweda or sweat in Ayurveda. The function of Sweda is mentioned, Svedasya, Kleda, Vidhruti. I am sorry for Sanskrit language, but I will explain you in a very simple manner. Now, first you must understand that Ayurveda is using the same word with different little bit meanings at different context or different references. So when I say mutrasya kleda vahanam, so what is the important function of mutra or the urine according to Ayurveda? To remove the liquid waste part developed at tissue metabolism. It may be the glucose, it may be the urea, it may be the albumin. All these waste products, according to Ayurveda, these are the liquid waste product developed at the time of tissue metabolism, that is kleda. So mutrasya kleda vahana, to remove that kleda from our body and to maintain our body physiology. Now here also, svedasya kleda vidhruti. But here the meaning is little different. Kleda is a moisture, kleda is a udaka dhatu, kleda is a watery part. But sometimes it includes some obnoxious toxic substances at the tissue metabolism. And sometimes it includes only normal solutes. In Marathi they are called as a kshar. So whatever the water inside our body with sodium, potassium, chloride, that is also a sort of kleda in our body. So what the sweda or the sweat is doing? To maintain that water and electrolyte balance, that is svedasya kleda vidhruti. I hope you are getting the clear understanding about mutrasya kleda vahanam and svedasya kleda vidhruti. Now vidhruti, the word vidhruti in Sanskrit, to maintain, to hold its normal constituents, its normal quality, its normal quantity, dharana, visheshena dharana. In specific, you have to maintain that homeostasis, that is vidhruti, to maintain specific homeostasis with regards to that part, with regards to that element, is called as vidhruti in Ayurveda. Homeostasis. Kledasya vidhruti. Maintain homeostasis of kleda. What is kled here in Sweda? Water and electrolyte balance. Water is a solvent and sodium, potassium, chloride, all these are called as solute. So body has 70% this solute and solvent mixture, water and kshara, water and alkali, water and this particular element, sodium, water, iron, ionic constituents. So Swed is always maintaining this composition of the intracellular, extracellular fluid, and indirectly, because of this water conservation and water excretion, it is maintaining the ionic balance, acid-base balance. It is also maintaining body temperature. That is the most important practical applied part of the Swed or the sweat. That is why in the summer season there is a very hot inside. A lot of heat is inside, and that heat should be thrown out through the media of water. And that's why whenever internal body temperature increases, you will get lot of sweating. Whenever internal body metabolism increased, you will get the sweating. Summer is a common example. There is a 35, 37, 38, 40, above 40 degrees centigrade is going on. In the fever, above 102, 103 Fahrenheit degrees going on. And at that time, body is taking precaution. Nature is taking precaution. What precaution? You should not be, your brain, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys should not be get damaged because of the core body temperature, internal body temperature. Because if there is a lot of heat, pitta prakop is there, what will happen? Pitta will burn out. What it will burn out? Physiology of lungs, physiology of heart, physiology of the brain, physiology of the kidney. Our body organs will be in danger whenever there is really excessively heat inside the body. And that is why nature say, don't worry, don't worry. The God has given you a mechanism of sweat formation. So in the summer season, there is a vasodilatation. In our brain, there is a heat regulating system. Heat regulating. Automatically heat is balanced and homeostasis or the balance is maintained. Why? Because excessive heat, you get the vasodilatation and your body heat goes off with the water. That is the function, play the vidruti. But in the cold season, there is no sweating. There is no sweating. Vasoconstriction in the cold season, in the winter season, in the January, in the December, you will not get any sweat. Why? Because that heat should be preserved inside. And that's why there is a relation in between Pitta and the Sweda. Remember this relation, Pitta and Sweda. Pitta is a heat, and heat is balanced with the sweat or the Sweda. So whenever there is a Pitta prakop, you will get a lot of sweating. Simple. If you consider the Vata Prakriti, Pitta Pradhana Prakriti, Kapha predominant Prakriti, in all these 7 types of Prakriti, Pitta predominant people, they will always sweat more. And also, their sweat contains a little bit obnoxious or a normal smell. That is typical smell, indicates the typical metabolic process of Pitta dosha. Visra, Sanskrit word, Visra is the name of the smell. So Pitta is always related with the Swed, Pitta is always related with the typical smell. I hope you are little bit understanding the composition function of the Swed. So another thing, for example, if you go for high fever and the patient is not sweating, the doctor is worried. Why doctor is worried? No sweating. What is happening? Because that internal heat will damage your brain and the convulsions will start. Do you understand? Not epileptic, but convulsions will start, febrile convulsions. Because that heat is accumulated and that is problem with our brain. So always doctors prescribe diphoretic mixture. It was the word used previously. Diphoretic mixture given in the fever, in the jvara. Why? To increase your sweat. So getting the sweat at proper time, in proper season is a physiology. Remember these words. Even in the heat, if it is a too much hot summer is there, and by chance your that controlling mechanism lost, what will happen? Person will die because of heat stroke. Remember these words, emergency, heat stroke. And what is the Vyadhi Pratyatmak Lakshana? Very special feature of heat stroke. What is happening? Although the patient is looking very red, he is unconscious, but there is not a single drop of sweat on his forehead, in the axilla. No sweating. That is the feature of heat stroke. I am not talking about heat exhaustion. In heat exhaustion, there is more sweating, and the patient is lost electrolyte balance, and he is tired, fatigued, he may be unconscious. So there is a difference in heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Heat stroke, your sweating mechanism is damaged and there is no sweat, only red, tachycardia, shock, patient is unconscious. My dear friends, today I have tried to explain you what is exactly meant by Svedasya Kleda Vidruti, which is the function mentioned by Ayurveda about the sweat. I hope you have liked this explanation about water and electrolyte balance by the sweat process. I really thankful for all of you for giving a nice compliments, nice feedbacks that push my energy to share my experiences and knowledge with you in a very simplified manner. I request all of you, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also ask your friends to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Thank you.